afternoon and welcome in this beautiful location, the MAS, Museum aan de Stroom, for a US beef tasting event. My name is Benjamin Fabian and I work for the USMEF, the United States Meat Export Federation. And we're a federation that is promoting the use of American meat all around the world, and today in Antwerp, especially for US beef. As you can see here on the poster, there are many different cuts that can be used with American beef with excellent result. And why is that so? Why is US beef so special? Well, there are many reasons, but I'll just mention three for you. The first reason is that in the USA there's a clear distinction between beef breeds and between the dairy industry. So that means that the piece of meat that you get from the United States in your plate, that's going to be specifically from the beef industry. Whereas in Europe, you might get meat that comes from a cow that was used for the dairy sector. So that means a consistency in the quality of the meat you will get for the restaurant. Now, there's a second reason why American beef is excellent. And that is because the cattle, at the end of his life, is fed with grain-feed diet. And that means it enriches the taste of the animal. Why is that so? Because then the fat is not just on top of the muscle, but the fat goes inside the fibers of the muscles. And when you cook it, it all melts and it makes a juicy, tender and a steak with a lot of flavor. And the last reason I would like to mention for you today is that in the USA, the different cuts are clearly labeled. And the way you want a piece to be sent to you, it will always be made the same way. So you will recognize the shape, the weight will be very consistent. And that means if you have a restaurant or a hotel, you will be able to rely fully on the product that will be delivered to you.
Hi there, I'm Executive Chef of SS Rotterdam. Today we're going to talk about secondary cuts of US beef, especially about secondary cuts, because I think that will bring out the best of the chef. Everybody can cook tenderloin, sirloin, fillet, but I think you need a bit more experience and knowledge to cook with secondary cuts. These four pieces we're talking about today: shoulder cloth, top plate, picanha and teres major. Especially those four parts we use a lot in the kitchens of SS Rotterdam because they contain a lot of marbling. I think you will be surprised about the quality of the beef. The top plate is very special for me in particular. This is a stew in Holland which your grandmother makes. It's on the stove for hours and hours, but because of the feeding and the typical harvesting for US beef, you can fry it as a steak. You cut out the sinew, and then you fry both parts as a steak, and it's marvelous. Picanha is for me a working piece of beef. You can fry it, of course, on the barbecue. But in this occasion we choose for a low temperature cooking for 4 hours, so that we can make the collagens in the beef into a gelatinous form, so it keeps more tender, it tastes like the fillet. Cloth shoulder, we make it in this instance as a tartare. Because this is a working piece in the cow, it contains a lot of taste. Normal tender beefs don't work, so the taste is very low. This contains again a lot of collagens, but because you slice it really thin, the taste is great. the cost of these parts are lower as the fillet or the sirloin or the tenderloin. But if you prepare them correctly, I think they're better as the sirloin and tenderloin.
So let me just repeat briefly. The meat coming from America is specifically from the beef industry. It is also full of marbling, so it makes a juicy steak full of flavor. And then finally, it is a high quality product that has excellent reliability. So we wish that you can enjoy this day and the images you will see. You won't smell the flavor of the steak, but maybe you will soon, and we want you to enjoy this product. Have a great day.